Hey there, Soulshine. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And today we're going to talk about 2 universal laws that can help with your attitude while you're manifesting. How does that sound? It sounds pretty fabulous. I feel like I'm off center here. That's a little better. Okay, so what are the two laws? There is the law of rhythm and the law of comparison, and I have talked a little bit about them more recently. So let's talk about them today. The law of rhythm is this law that everything is moving in and out, in and out. It is extremely obvious when you go to a beach. You have the waves that come in and then they go out. You also, the tide comes up and the tide goes down. These are some of the things that are rhythm. Now, so here's how we can use this law in our lives. If we are at a low point in our lives, we can remind ourselves of the universal law of rhythm. If we're down, we must go up. We must go up. So you're never going to stay down there. And so that can help you with your attitude. If you remember that if you're down, you don't have to stay down. There is the ability to go up. Now, by that same token, if you're up, things must come down. This can be a little bit of a challenge because, if you're feeling really amazing, then you don't want that to end. But the thing about it is it doesn't have to come down very far. So here's the thing is most people are just kind of going on this little trip across the world. They go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. Their downs are all, for the most part, pretty much the same. Their ups, for the most part, are pretty much the same. So they're low, they're high, they're low, they're high, they're low, they're high as they go through life. Now, people who have scarcity mindset are probably going to experience high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Did you see what happened? Their lows just keep getting lower and lower and lower. It's because they are focusing on that negative aspects of life. They're in scarcity mindset. So when you're in an abundance mindset, you can have your high, low, 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 and it just keeps getting up. Oops, sorry, it went blurry. There we go. Okay, so, if your highs and your lows can keep going up. So your low is never as low as it was. So when you're up there high, remember, you don't have to drop down as low, but you're still going to come down a little bit. And your mood is going to fluctuate throughout a day and throughout a week and throughout a month. And you're going to have highs and you're going to have lows, but you can make sure that you can focus on having higher highs and lower lows. And you can do that with some belief work and energy healing tools and mindset, and it's pretty incredible and it's pretty awesome. Okay, so that's the first law. That's the law of rhythm, that everything must go up and must come down, and vice versa. If it's down, it's going to go up. If it's up, it's going to come down, and things go in and out with the rhythms. So that's the law of rhythm. There's other ways that rhythms work. It would include cycles. We all have cycles within us. There's so many cycles within our bodies. We have meridian cycles. Some women have menstrual cycles, and we have cycles with the moon, and we have cycles with the seasons, and there's just like so many cycles, and this is the same concept. Rhythm and cycles are pretty much the same idea, that it's going to come around and go around, and it's going to keep going. Okay, so we have these incredible things. Now, the law of comparison. This one, as a society, we tend to use incorrectly. I say that because we tend to compare ourselves negatively. So we see somebody who has something we want, and we may go into jealousy. We may not go into jealousy, but we're going to look at them. And if we compare ourselves, we're going to start getting a little frustrated because we don't have what they have. That's the way that we normally, as human race, use the law of comparison. I don't know how I honestly don't know how a person can not naturally compare just because it's a natural instinct. And it's like judgment. Everybody judges, everybody compares, but the here's the thing, you don't have to stay there. It's how you act on it, and it's staying in it. So judgmental people stay in their judgments. Everybody makes a judgment. You can change how you make your judgments, and you don't have to stay there. So like I can look at myself in the mirror and say, dang, ooh, I don't like what I see today. And then I can stop myself and change my attitude and say, actually, really, I look pretty cool. I like the way I see. So you can change your judgments. So we'll have these judgments, but we don't stay there and we don't act on them. We change them. And that's what makes us more loving and compassionate people. The same thing happens with comparison. We're going to compare ourselves just because we're humans. Humans compare themselves to other people. But instead of looking at them and saying, well, they have that, we can look at them and say, well, they have, maybe I could have it too. Or maybe I could have something just as amazing. So you can start looking at it a little different. The other way this is used is when we look at people who don't have things. And we look at lives who are horrible and awful. Like I experienced child abuse. I experienced problems in my marriage. I experienced a lot of typical experiences. But when I hear about somebody else's child abuse, I just think, oh my gosh, I actually didn't have it that bad. Or when I talk to some people about my marriage, it's like, oh my gosh, I actually didn't have it that bad. Because I'm able to see that there are ways that things are worse. So when you're using this to change your attitude, say you don't have money for some of the things that you want, then you can compare yourself to somebody who's living on the street and you can be like, oh my gosh, I have a roof over my head. I am so grateful for a roof over my head. You can compare yourself to people who are in serious hardship, and you can look at how your life is in a better place than theirs. Or if you're doing emotional work, instead of beating yourself up for where you're not at, you can compare to where you were, because I guarantee you're improving. If you were doing emotional work on yourself, if you're setting healing intentions, if you're trying to do all this kind of manifesting stuff, and you're working on all your mindset and your emotions and your beliefs and your energy, I guarantee you're in a better place. I guarantee. And so those are the ways that you can use the law of comparison to actually help yourself, to compare to where you were and give yourself a pat on the back. Compare to really negative situations, like the pioneers were crossing the plains. They didn't have a home. They had to walk everywhere they went. I've got a car. I only walk if I choose to walk. Things like that. There's so many ways that we can use these things that we naturally do, like comparing, to feel better and do better, and it's awesome and great. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. I have been updating my website, and I'm really excited about that. My website is soulshineevents.com, and I have an amazing women's retreat coming up in October, and the page is up for that so that you can check out all the incredible people coming to teach with me, including Ms. Female Entrepreneur Illinois 2018. She's coming to my retreat on her way to national competition. So excited to have her. I am an international speaker on my board, and just seriously amazing people. It's going to be so awesome. So awesome. And if you are a woman and you are interested, check it out. I also have soul play dates. If you're going to be in Utah, check out and see if there's an event while you're going to be here, because that would be way awesome. And I have a soul play date August 25th. It's coming so soon. I'm so excited for this. So I've got my webpage updated. I have 3 more events that I get to be updating my webpage for. So my gosh, so exciting. So I'll tell you really quickly, because I'm so excited about it. I have a writer's workshop, soul writing. soul writing workshop. We're going to teach people how to write from the soul and express their soul through writing, whether you're writing children's books, fictional books of any kind, personal development books. We're going to be teaching you how to just write for healing, journaling, amazing writing techniques. And I'm going to be teaching you the soul technique that I used to write this. So exciting. So that's happening the first part of November, and I'm really excited about that one. As soon as I get a venue, I can totally be enrolling people in that workshop. Super excited about that. I have also plans at the end of November and on my birthday to do this Colors of Your Soul workshop, which is going to be so awesome because we're going to talk about all of the different ways that colors support us, teach us, and help us express ourselves. So it's going to help us with purpose, and it's going to be seriously amazing. And then I'm also, the first part of the year, next year, 2019, I'm doing my Manifesting Miracles workshop. And we're going to be talking about many different things. We're going to talk about, we're going to probably talk about the universal laws. We're going to talk about the laws of conscious creation, which are slightly different. Or we're going to definitely talk about vision boards and different ways you can do vision boards. We're going to talk about ideal life vision kind of thing. I may not be able to use that term because unless I can get Ann Webb or somebody certified from her to come do a presentation on it, which would be cool because that's just another way that's using your voice to create, which also would include manifestos. So I might get Kelly to come speak on that. And we're going to talk about visualizations. We're going to talk about the new technique that I've come up with, and we're going to be creating, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited about that. So those are fun things I have going on. I just am so excited. It's amazing. It's incredible. Okay, so that was it for today. Remember, beautiful people, to let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful, and be you, the you that you are created to be. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.